So you're probably watching this video because of the headline talking about the requirements of every single state in the United States to get your real estate license, and if you guys are pursuing it, then this video is for you. Now I do have a link down in the description below where you guys can download a free PDF, and it's going to have basically every single state mostly completed, and basically it's going to be broken down into a handful of categories of real estate license requirements, estimated cost, age requirements, prior education requirements, and any restrictions. What's up everybody, Steve here. I've been a licensed realtor since 2003 and a broker owner of Maximum Realtors since 2006, and in 2018 we had an exit strategy where we sold majority of our business, my sister and I. We still retain some ownership of our organization, and I'm proud to still be part of our company here. But I can tell you, in my experience in dealing with a lot of real estate agents over the years, there are some dumb real estate agents in the business. And if you put forth 20% more than the average real estate agents in this industry, you guys will run circles around them and you guys will make a fantastic living as a real estate agent. Now personally, in the state of Florida, I think it's way too easy to stay and remain in this industry, and I believe that other states do this, but I think after a certain amount of years, maybe after 2 to 3 years, it would be a requirement to get your real estate broker's license. Alright, so let's go through the requirements to become a licensed sales associate as well as broker in the state of Florida. It's where I'm licensed at, so it makes sense that I utilize this state as an example. So as a sales associate, you have to be 18 years old or older, obviously. You have to have a high school degree or something equivalent to that. You have to go through an application process as well as a background check. You got to go through the mandatory 63 hours of pre-licensure. Now in the state of Florida, that can be done online as well. A lot of people do it online, or you can do it in a classroom setting. There's a handful of schools here locally in South Florida that offer that as well. A lot of times I suggest actually going into the classroom if you guys do have the time to knock it out, because a lot of times you can network while you're in the classroom setting, and many times the professors are pretty good and they can give really good real life examples. You're gonna have to take the state exam. As of now, the Florida state exam is you have to get 75 or higher, both on my pre-license as well as my brokers. I failed them on the first time and passed them on the second time. They, in the state of Florida, they do a lot to manipulate the questions, so you guys are going to have to really study hard. I'm just bad at taking tests, so you guys might be able to pass it pretty easy, but it was kind of difficult. You're going to have to activate with the DBPR. That's going to basically activate your license with the appropriate entity, governing entity. Now, after you are set up, you guys, you'll get under a real estate broker, whatever the case is. And now when it's come for the next renewal, I think it's like a year and a half, you have basically a year and a half to knock out the 45 hours of post-licensure requirement. Now, yes, that is going back to school, and you can take it online or in class. And then thereafter, I think it's every 18 months or maybe 24 months, continuing education. You can do that online. It's very simple. There's a small fee associated with it, but that's just to keep your license going, and that is a requirement, state requirement that you're going to have. Now, if you're going to become a broker in the state of Florida, obviously you needed to go and be a sales associate first. You got to be licensed for at least 24 months. Now, you can start before that 24 months, so you can start your schooling and everything else. You just can't take your state exam and get your broker's license until the 24th month period expires. The schooling is 72 hours for pre-licensure. Again, similar to the sales associate, you can do it online or you can do it in class. Same thing, application, background, state exam, same thing, 75 or higher. I can tell you the state exam for your brokers is much harder. There's a lot more that goes into it because you guys do assume a lot more liability, especially if you're a broker and you're starting up your own brokerage. You're going to have to activate with the DBPR. Now, in the state of Florida, you're going to activate as a broker associate or as a broker if you guys are starting your own brokerage. If you're going to be underneath another brokerage still, You don't have to start your own brokers to become a broker, but you're going to be considered in the state of Florida a broker associate. Again, this is probably going to change depending on what state you're in. I'm just using this as an example. And then you're going to have post-licensure requirement as well before the first renewal. I think it's 18 or 24 months. So you guys will have to do post-licensure schooling as well to maintain the broker's license, and then obviously you have the continuing education thereafter. And something to point out as well, you're not going to have to do continuing education for both broker and sales associate. Once you get your broker's license status, it's just one continuing education. Okay, let's jump into some tips if you're considering on getting your real estate license. The first thing is you got to figure out your why. Does it really make sense to get your real estate license? What is the main reason? Are you looking, maybe you're an investor and you're looking to buy real estate and search MLS, or maybe you're looking to come into real estate part-time. Might not be a good idea if you do that. Or maybe you're like, you know what, this is what I've been dying to do, and you're looking to make this a full-time career. If you don't have enough driving force on why you're doing it, it's gonna be tough to be a success in this business. The second thing is you have to have a plan. I've seen a lot of real estate agents over the years get into this business and go out of this business, and all they did is they wasted a lot of time and they wasted a lot of money. And also, if you guys are considering on coming into this industry on a part-time basis, you gotta have a plan to go full-time, and I highly suggest that plan is 4 months or less to become a full-time real estate agent. The next thing is don't be fooled. This is going into business yourself. 9 out of 10 businesses end up in failure, and you do not want to be part of that statistic. So it's important on the previous thing is to have a plan. And look, nobody's going to be here holding your hand telling you what to do every single day, because you guys are working in most cases for commissions, and you're not going to be in a salary position where you're going to have a boss hanging over your head. The next thing is choosing the right broker. I did another video on this, so I'm not going to go into detail, and I'll put a link down below for you guys, but it is important that you guys align yourself with the right brokerage to ensure your success in this business. The next thing is consider partnering up. I did this with my sister, and it really helped because it allowed us to play off of our strengths and weaknesses, but more so it allowed us to have really accountability toward each other. So I highly suggest if you guys are getting in the real estate business and you are green, I highly suggest that you guys team up, or maybe even consider going and being part of another established team. That's all I got for you guys. I do have that link down below for the requirements in every state in the United States. If you guys want to take a look at that, that's again a free download for you guys. And if you got any value out of this, I appreciate a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. See ya.